My name is Amaka, and this is my story. I'm 44 years old and I live in Enugu, in the heart of eastern Nigeria, in a home built with the quiet strength of patience and sleepless nights. They call me 1 year ago, behind my back, the woman with money. And to be honest, I stopped correcting them a long time ago. Let them call me what they want. What they never see is the lonely hum of my evenings, the empty spaces on the king-size bed, the silence that clings like mist after the staff go home, and the day's noise dies down. I never planned to be the matriarch of a sprawling, chaotic family, but when my father passed and my mother followed barely a year after, my role was sealed. First, it was school fees for my nieces and nephews. Then it was hospital bills for uncles I didn't know existed. One day, a family friend showed up with her son who had been sent home from school. I paid. It became a routine. The more I gave, the more they came. Strangers became cousins. Distant relations became aunties. I poured out and never questioned it. Maybe because I remembered what it felt like to go to bed hungry in secondary school. Maybe because I believed that wealth should be water, flowing, quenching, and cleansing. My business, fashion, then importation, then logistics, and now tech partnerships grew like wildfire. I was smart, yes, but I was relentless. My name crossed borders, entered rooms I never imagined. I sat on panels in Dubai, signed MOUs in Geneva, and got emails from people with names I couldn't pronounce. I hired brilliant minds, mentored young women, and funded local businesses. I built a foundation that sends over 100 children to school every year. Children I'll never meet, but who carry my hope like currency. People say I am loved. Maybe I am, or maybe they love what I represent. Security, status, access. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but the hardest pill has always been my sister Ogechi. Oge is 5 years older, married at 25, 3 kids, respectable teacher at a local secondary school. She was the family golden girl, the one everyone expected to shine. I remember growing up in her shadow, borrowing her clothes, watching her twirl in front of the mirror, listening to her laughter as boys called the house phone, asking for her. Now, things are different. Now she can barely look me in the eye without bitterness swimming behind her lashes. You don't even have responsibilities, Amaka, she said one afternoon, standing in my room in the wrapper and scarf she wears when she's angry. You don't have a husband, no children. What else will you use your money for if not your family? It hit like a slap, but I smiled. I always smile when I'm about to break. That's not fair, I told her quietly. You're my sister. I help because I want to, not because I owe you my life. She scoffed. You help because it makes you feel better. It gives you something to fill that emptiness you carry around. There was no apology in her voice, only contempt. It burned hotter than local jazz song. From then on, her requests became demands. Every month, I need money for school fees. Then, we need to roof the house. Then, Chisom wants to do jam lessons and it wants 80,000 naira. No please, no gratitude, just entitlement. I began to feel like an ATM. I tried talking to her, tried reminding her of her childhood, of the sisterhood we once had. But jealousy is a beast with teeth. It eats logic, it chews love, and Ogechi lets it consume her. The final blow came last Christmas. I showed up late to the family gathering. Then she looked at me in front of everyone and said, money isn't everything, Amaka. You can't buy a husband. You can't buy children. And all this pretending like you're better than the rest of us. God is watching. That night, I cried. Not because of what she said, but because I believed part of it. I had prayed for love, for companionship, for a family that was mine. But what I got was an empire and empty halls. So I stopped. I cut her off. No more calls. No more transfers. No more swallowing insults because family is family. I still pay for her kids' school fees directly to the school, but she doesn't know. Let her believe what she wants. I owe myself peace. People talk. Some say I'm wicked. Others whisper that the money has gone to my head. But every night I lay my head down, knowing I've pulled people out of poverty, I have built futures, I have held hands that would have otherwise drowned. That matters. That's enough. And as for love, maybe it will come, maybe it won't, but I have learned this. You can be lonely and still be whole. You can give without losing yourself, and you can love people deeply, even from a distance, especially from a distance. I hope this was inspiring enough. Do not let anyone bring you down or make you feel less of yourself. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.